Hello, everybody, and
Mortgage. Mortgage.
welcome to the channel. We got some more pre-1961 Apba League, and it's the last game of a three-game series, and this will finish up April 20th. And we got the Washington Senators traveling to Detroit to take on the Tigers. Let's take a look at the
Mortgage.
starting lineup here for the Senators.
Mortgage.
Leading off, playing center field, Sam Rice. Batting second, playing shortstop, Cecil Travis. Batting third, playing left field, Goose Goslin. Batting fourth, playing third base, Harmon Killebrew. Batting fifth, playing right field, Heine Manshew. Batting sixth, playing first base, Mickey Vernon. Batting seventh, playing second base, Buddy Meyer. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Muddy Rue. And on the mound and doing the pitching for the Washington Senators is George
Mortgage.
Morgridge. Let's see what he can do against this Tiger lineup. Let's take a look at it. Leading off for the Tigers, playing center field, Ty Cobb. Batting second, playing left field, Harry Hellman. Batting third, playing right field, Al Kaline. Batting fourth, playing first base, Hank Greenberg. Batting fifth, playing second base, Charlie Gehringer. Batting, we don't want we want Boone in there. Batting sixth. It's going to be Ray Boone playing third base. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Harvey Kuhn. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Frank House. And batting ninth on the mound for the Tigers is Bill Donovan. Let's get down here to the field at Tiger Stadium and get this game started, folks. And I'll lead off the game is Sam Rice for the Senators, batting 500. Will be going up against Bill Donovan. This is his 1907 season. He pitched in 32 games in 07. Started 28, was 25-4 with a 2.19 ERA. And here's the pitch to Sam. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Donovan starts this game off with a walk. So the leadoff batter's aboard here. And be a 5, a 21. He's not going nowhere yet. Sam's not. He might not be down there for long. As Cecil Travis is up batting 250. He's got a homer and 2 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Now 25 on a 9. That'll be fielding column 1. And they'll get the lead runner. And Rice is thrown out down at second. And that puts Travis down at first now with 1 out. For the Goose, Goslin is batting 333, no homers and an RBI. And the Goose is going to fly out the K line out in right field for out number 2. 2 up, 2 outs. Travis still down at first for Harmon Killebrew. And Killebrew is 0 for 4 on the year. Can Killebrew come up with his first base hit of the year, folks? And he squares this one up. He's going to give the Tigers a lead here. That ball is going to be hit in the right field. And K-Line's got one hell of an arm out there. 52. 2 outs, though. Travis is probably going to try to score here. 25. That'll be a 51 or lower. Travis will score on this double. And he scores. Killebrew with a RBI double for his first hit of the year. And it is 1-0 Detroit. And up steps Heine Manshew. Heine's off to a great start to the year. He's batting 444, no homers and no RBIs with Killebrew down there at second. Here's the pitch to Heine. And that's going to be against Righty, that'll make him a 18 on an 8. That's going to be a ground ball down the second. He'll throw over to first in the inning, but the RBI double by Killebrew gives the Tigers a 1 run. We go to the gives the Senators 1 run. I don't know what I'm doing. The Tigers are down 1-0, and now I'll bring up Ty Cobb, Hellman, and Al Kaline. Cobb's batting .273 on the year, and he'll be facing George MOGRIDGE, and this is his 1921 season. He pitched in 38 games, started 36, was 18-14 with a 3 ERA. And here's the pitch to Cobb, and that's going to be a fly ball out to his counterpart Rice in center field. 1 out for the Tigers. And that'll bring up Harry Hellman, and Hellman is batting .250 on the year, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a 17. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Goose has got that for out number 2. And that'll bring up Al Kaline. And if you watch the other game, Al Kaline was the hero. He's only batting $125, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a hit into left field. And that's going to be a single. And Kaline now starting to heat up. He's going to make it down to second as Goose with another error. And Kaline's standing down at second with a 2-out single. Gets the second on the misplayed ball. So the Tigers got the tying run in scoring position for Hank Greenberg. Greenberg's batting .286, no homers and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Greenberg. That'll be a fly ball, and this time Gosselin makes the play for out number 3. We go to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Senators. Vernon, Meyer, and Rue do up here against Donovan. And Mickey is batting $125, no homers and 1 RBI. Here's the pitch to Mickey. That'll be a ground ball down to Harvey at short. Over to Hank for out number 1. And Buddy Meyer steps up to the plate now. Buddy's 0 for 6 on the season with 1 RBI. And that'll be a base on balls. And Buddy trots on down to first with 1 out for Muddy Rule. And can Muddy do something here? Muddy's batting .111. He's 1 for 9. No homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kaline in right field. That'll be 2 down. And up steps George MOGRIDGE. He is first plate appearance. He batted $153, no homers and 4 RBIs. All righty, let's see what George can do. Can he help his own calls here? And that'll be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the inning. The Senators strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0. Senators. Gehringer's up batting $143, no homers and an RBI. And that ball is going to be hit down the short. And Travis is going to boot that. That's another error by Travis. How many errors is that for him on the year? Let's take a look. That's his second error of the year. So 2 errors already by Travis. And that gets Charlie down at first. And nobody out. Now it'll bring up Ray Boone. Boone hitting $125, no homers and an RBI. Here's the pitch to Ray. And that's going to be hit back down the short again. And I think Travis is going to have back-to-back errors here, folks. A 63 and a 9. And that's going to be fielding column 3 again. That's going to be a first on air, runner to third as he throws that ball in to foul territory. Boone will stop at first, but Charlie makes his way down to second. So 2 runners aboard here, folks. Both of them on E6 errors. And we got first and third and nobody out. And George is shaking his head. And up steps up steps Harvey Kuhn. Harvey is batting .333 on the year. So can Harvey drive in some of these errors here? The Senators will play back. Hey, Tim, will play back for a double play. Travis now with 3 errors on the season. 3 errors in this game already for the Tigers. 1 by Goslin and 2 by Travis. 2 of them in Travis in this inning. Put both runners aboard here. Here's the pitch to Harv. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. So George has figured it out. Don't let him hit the ball. Might be the only way you can get him out. And up to the plate steps Frank House. This is Frank's first appearance of the year. This is his 1955 season. He batted .259, 15 homers, and 53 RBIs. Runner down at third to tie this game up. Boone down at first. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And only play's going to be the first. And Charlie took off on contact. He's going to score. Boone's going to get down the second, and they tie this game up. The go-ahead run now is in scoring position. And let's see if Billy can help his own calls out here. This is Billy's 1907 season, and as you can see, we don't need no stinking DH. Billy hit .266, no homers and 19 RBIs. Can he drive Boone in from second? And that's going to be a base on balls. Donovan takes the walk. And we have Ty Cobb up now with first and second and 2 outs. Can Cobb give the Tigers the lead here, folks? Cobb is 0 for 1 today. He flew out to his counterpart Rice out in center field his first time up. Here's the pitch to Cobb. And that's going to be an 11 against a 15. And that's going to be a single in the center field. Ray's going to score easily with 2 outs. And Billy, let's see if he can make it down there. With 2 outs, Billy's going to make it down the third. So RBI single in the center field. And a runner down at third. And the Tigers take a 2-1 lead. So first and third and 2 outs. And Cobb may take off here. 3, 20, it'll be a 22. Hellman at the plate. He might try to get in scoring position. A 44 or lower. Cobb's going to take off here. How many stolen bases did Cobb have this year? Cobb had 83 stolen bases. So Cobb's going to be taking off. I told Ken I was going to try to be a little more aggressive. So what did I say it was? A 22? That would be a 44 or lower. And they throw Cobb out to end the inning. So Cobb thrown out down at second. And let's see here. Caught stealing. What is it? It's caught stealing R1X. I believe that's what it is. Nope. Alrighty. We're going to have to look it up here. Sorry about that. Caught stealing here. Give me 1 second here. Caught stealing. I don't want them to get Donovan. So I want to make sure they get the right runner. Okay. There are stolen bases. No, caught stealing. Where's caught stealing? Sorry about that. I thought it'd be a lot quicker than this. Alrighty. Having problems finding it. Darn it. So we'll do it this way. Do SBR1X. Let's see if that does it here. And that did it. Sorry about that, guys. Took longer than it should have. Took longer than it should have. So we got, wait a second, we got to go back here. What happened here? Should have been 2 runs in. Just noticed that. Sorry about that. 2 runs should have scored. Go back here. Let's see here. You had Boone down there. Why didn't Boone score? So we got the pitch. That was an RBI. It was first and second. That should have been a RBI single into, where was that one at? First and second. I think that was in the center field, if I remember correctly. Yep, that was in the, yeah, it was in the center field. So an RBI single in the center. Hey, Ken, sorry about this. RBI single. Runner on second should score. Billy gets down to second. And then Cobb gets thrown out. Hey, MV. So I tried to be aggressive, Ken, and I got Cobb thrown out. And then Cobb gets thrown out trying to steal. So a stolen base. And it's R1X. Alrighty, so it's 2-1 Detroit as Cobb gets thrown out to end the inning. And we got top of the order due up here for the Senators, Rice, Travis, and Goslin. And Rice walked his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to his counterpart, Ty Cobb. Cobb makes the catch for out number 1. And upsets Cecil Travis. Freaking MV. Oh, MV's crazy. Travis is 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a 15. That's going to be a fly ball in the right field. K-Line's been busy today for out number 2. And up steps Goslin. He's got an error in this game. Of course, Travis has 2 errors in the game. Goose is 0 for 1. And that's going to be a squared up. How many bases is he going to get with this? That's going to be a double in the right field. So Goose is doing well at the plate, doing terrible in the field. So Goslin's standing down at second now with 2 outs. And here comes Killebrew. Killebrew had a 2-out RBI double his last time up. Yeah, they do have meds for that, don't they, Ken? Here's the pitch to Killebrew. And that's going to be against the 20. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. Harvey fires over to first. That'll end the inning. And the Senators leave 1 to the bottom of the 3rd we go. Yeah, yikes is right, Ken. Yeah, I mean, their pitching staff is weak, to say the least. Weak. Yeah, this is their 3rd best pitcher. Ain't that sad? Their 3rd best pitcher is George. Yeah. We got Hellman, who was up when Ty got thrown out. Al Kaline and Greenberg due up. And Hellman's batting .222, no homers and no RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Excuse me for out number one. And up steps Al Kaline now. No, they're probably, me and Ken was talking when I got off, Tim. If I can get the Senators to 60 wins in this league in 154 games, that'll be doing something. These Senators are a very weak team compared to everybody else in here. Kaline has now hit safely back-to-back times. He's gotten that batting average up to 222. Here's the pitch. He singled his last time up. And that's a swing and a miss. He was going for the fences there. 2 up and 2 down. And up steps Hank Greenberg now. Aaron Reed joins us here. And Hank is 0 for 1. He's flown out the left his first time up. And that'll be a ground ball down the second. And that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go to Tigers. To the top of the fourth we go. And we got Manshew, Vernon, and Meyer due up here. Heine's 0 for 1. Talking about Heine, we'll have all MV all wound up. And he grounded out the second his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Cobb makes a nice catch for out number one. Oh, yeah, that's another rough team. Too bad they're not in the same league. Be nice to see them play each other. Yep. Yeah, to me, that's my prediction. The Orioles/Browns finish last, and so do these Senators. And of course, that's right down the road for me, right down 70, 60, 70 miles away and about 90 miles away. Yes, it is, Aaron. Yeah. Season 2's over. The playoffs begin Saturday. Mickey Vernon is 0 for 1. He grounded out short his first time up. 1 out and nobody on. And that's going to be a base on balls. Billy, that's his third walk of the game. Trying to keep these Senators in this game by walking them. And up steps Buddy Meyer. And Buddy walked his first time up, talking about walking. And that's going to be another base on balls. So back-to-back walks gives the Senators first and second and 1 out for Muddy Rule. Can the Tigers defense bail Billy out here and get a double play? And Muddy is 0 for 1. He flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be against a 20. That's going to be a base hit in the left field. Vern will score easily, Mickey will. Let's see here. And Buddy's going to stop at second. So a single in the left field. And that's going to tie this ball game up. And those base on balls kill you. And now George steps up to the plate, first and second, and 1 out. And George is going to try to lay down a bunt here and get them both in scoring position. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be 2 strikes on him. 1 strike on him. So that's a foul ball, strike 1. And that's going to be a shortstop is 8 on a 31. That should be fielding column 1, I would think. Nope, that's barely fielding column 2. Barely. And that's going to be a double play as he pops this ball up. As he pops it, well, he don't pop it up. He hits it too hard. Billy gets it. He spins around, fires down. Let's see here. Do it this way. He fires down the second. Over to first with Charlie covering. And that's going to be a 1-6-4 double play ball, folks. And that'll end the inning. So George isn't getting it done at the plate, but Senators tie this game up at 2 apiece. We got Charlie due up here. Nice play by them. And then we got Mr. Boone and Coon due up. I hear you. An illegal bat player thrown out. Who gets this? Very good question, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how that works. Yeah. Don't know how that works. Old Charlie's up. He's 0 for 1. He did reach on an error and came around to score. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Charlie's down at first again. He's been on base both times. Can Boone deliver here and give the Tigers the lead back? And Ray Boone is 0 for 1. He reached on an error his first time up and came around to score the other run. And that's going to be, I believe, a base hit against a 15. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. And Charlie is not going to try to make the first out at third. And that brings up Harvey Kuhn now, first and second. Nobody out. Can Harvey get the job done here? Yeah, exactly. The start of the Boone family is right, Aaron. Yep. Harvey is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. 25 on a 3. That'll be fielding column 1. And Charlie's going to stay put. That wasn't hit deep enough. So now there's 1 out. Frank House is up. Can Frank get a key 1 out base hit here to give the Tigers the lead? Frank's second plate appearance of the year. He is 0 for 1. He had an RBI ground ball back to the mound. Can he get an RBI single now? And nope, that's going to be hit back to the mound again. 21 on a 1. That might be fielding column 2. Yes, it is. And that's going to be a double play ball. That ball is hit back to the mound. And George fires down the second. And over to first. That's a 1-4-3 double play. And that ends the inning. The Tigers strand 1 to the 5th we go. In the top of the order, in the top of the 5th, we got Rice, Travis, and Goslin. Sam's 0 for 1 with a walk, flew out the center. And that's going to be a fly ball again. This time it's going to be out the K-line and right. Like I say, K-line's been busy out there today. Oh, cool. And here's Travis 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and flew out the right. Now it'll be another fly ball to right. I told you K-line is busy. And up steps Goslin now. Can the Goose do something besides hit that ball out the K-line? Might want to pick on somebody else. He has flown out to right, amazingly, and hit a double. And that's going to be a ground ball this time, not the right. Ground ball down the second. And that'll end the inning. The Senators go down in order. To the bottom of the 5th we go with the bottom of the order due up Donovan. And then we flip the order around and back to Cobb and Hellman. Billy walked his first time up. Can he get aboard again here, folks? And that's going to be a 15 and an 8. And that's going to be a nice play out there by Heine. He makes a catch, steals a base hit away from Billy. And Ty Cobb steps up to the plate now. And Cobb is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Flew out the center his other time. And that's going to be against a 16-9. That's going to be an infield hit. Cobb's aboard again here with a slow roller down the short. So Cobb standing down at first with 1 out. And Hellman's at the plate. And will Cobb try to steal again? They threw him out the last time. I think he's going to try here. Hellman's 0 for 2, only batting 200. Try to get in scoring position. Again, it'll be a -3, a 22. That'll be, again, a 44 or lower. He's safe, folks. And he's in there with a stolen base this time. Cobb down in scoring position with 1 out. What happened there? So now you got Hellman up, runner down at second. Still only 1 out. Cobb's in there safely. And here's the pitch to Hellman. And that's going to be a double, I believe, in the left field. Nice piece of base running by Cobb to get in scoring position against a 17. I don't think he's going to change that. He's not an M, is he? Nope. So that will be a double in the left field. He doesn't turn it into a homer. And Cobb scores easily on that. Nice job of getting in scoring position. Trying to be more aggressive, Ken. Trying to be more aggressive. Paid off that time. So Hellman down at second. Al K line up. And it is now 3-2 Tigers. And Al Kaline has hit a double and a single in this game and struck out. Here's the pitch to Al, and that's going to be a base on balls. And all of a sudden, George is falling apart like I thought he might. So 1 run's already in, 1 out for Hank Greenberg. Can Hank bust this game open? First and second, 1 out. In scoring position, K-line at first. Hank's 0 for 2, flown out to left and grounded out to second. And that's going to be a foul ball. And it's back behind the plate near the screen. Muddy throws the mask off, makes the catch for out number 2. So it's up to Charlie here to get a 2-out base hit. Give the Tigers some insurance. Here's the pitch to Charlie. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, reached on an error. He's been on base both times. And not this time, folks. Well, maybe. I know it's 2 balls and no strikes. See if Tiger can take advantage of the 2-0 pitch. And a 9 against a 15. And that is going to be a single in the infield. Is that in the infield? No, a single in the left. Gosselin comes up quickly, fires the ball in, but 1 run's going to score as Hellman. No, he's an S. He's going to stop at third. So that's going to be a single in the left field. That loads the bases up for Ray Boone. Can Booney deliver here? Base is juiced. Base hit here probably scores 2. As K-Line's got good speed down there at second. Better than good, damn good speed. Nowhere to put Boone. Here's the pitch to Ray. He's 1 for 2. He's reached base twice on an error and a single. And that's going to be a fly ball. This time Gosselin catches it for out number 3. Tigers strand 3, but score 1. Take a 3-2 lead. So we go to the top of the 6th. You got Killebrew, Manshue, and Vernon due up here. And Killebrew's 1 for 2 with an RBI double and grounded out to short. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. That ball is high. That ball is far. That's a no-doubter in the left field bleachers. And this game's tied up 3 apiece. Killebrew's first homer of the year. He's starting to hit. You want to see that if you're a Tigers fan. And up steps Honey Manshue. Honey's 0 for 2, grounded out to second and flew out to center. Nobody out. That's going to be a deep fly ball to K-Line, but he's got room out there for out number 1. And up steps Mickey Vernon now. And Mick, can he get aboard here with 1 out and the game tied up? He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a grounder to short. And that's going to be a Fly ball. Cobb makes a nice play for out number 2. Robs Mick of a hit. And up steps Buddy. Excuse me. Can Buddy get aboard with 2 outs now? Meyer is, damn, he's walked twice. And that'll be the first time they get him out. He hits it down to his counterpart at second. And that'll end the inning. But Killebrew ties the game up. To the bottom of the 6th we go. The bottom part of the order due up here for the Tigers. You'll have Kuhn, House, and Donovan due up here. Harvey 0 for 2, struck out and flew out the center. And that'll be a grounder back to George. He fires over to first for out number 1. Frank House is up now. And Frank is yet to get a base hit this year. And Frank is 0 for 2. He does have an RBI, but he hit into that 1-4-3 double play his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Killebrew over to Mickey for out number 2. And is Bill Donovan going to stay in the game here? That is the question. With 2 outs in the 6th inning, I'd say he is. Not going to pitch hit for him yet. He's walked and flew out the right. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field again. Now to end the inning, the Tigers go down 1-2-3 to the 7th inning we go. And we'll have Muddy, probably a pitch hitter for George, and back to the top of the order here in the 7th. And Muddy's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and flew out, of course, the K line in right. Here's the pitch to Muddy. And that's going to be against the 20. That's going to be a fly ball out the center field. And Cobb makes the catch. Yeah, it might be. It might be, Tim. This game might be extra innings, right? So Up's going to step. He's going to come off the bench here. And Joe Judge is going to come off the bench here. See if the judge can deliver a verdict and untie this game. All stand. The judge has arrived. We got 1 out, nobody on. Judge is 0 for 1 on the season. Here's the pitch to him. And he's going to fly out the left field. And that'll be out number 2. And we're back to the top of the order in Rice. See what Sam can do here. 2 outs, nobody on. The game tied up at 3 apiece. Sam's 0 for 2 with a walk. He's flown out the center and the right. And that's going to be back out to center field. Cobb makes another catch. That'll end the inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch, tied up at 3 apiece. And it looks like Newsom's going to come out of the bullpen here. It'll be his first appearance of the season. He was one of the few pitchers that didn't. And this is how bad their pitching staff is, guys. If any of you know about the master game, he's an 8. And he might be the only 8 in this league. Come on, got a few 12s. But yeah, old Boo's coming out of the bullpen. Can he keep this game tied? This is his 1936 season. He'll be facing the top of the order here. And then 19, what did I say, 38? 36. In 1936, he pitched in 43 games, started 38, and you ain't going to see this much in this league. He was 17 and 15, and you're not going to see a 4.32 ERA guy in this league much. He might be the only one. I don't know if anybody. Ken's got this set. Ken, you tell me if there's anybody else with a 4 ERA in this year. Cobb is hitting the ball today. He's 3 for 4 with an RBI. He's got stolen base and been caught stealing. He flew out the center his other time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center. Rice has got it for out number 1. And Hellman's up now. Can Hellman get something going here with 1 out? Hellman doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. He's flown out the left and center his other 2 times up. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So the Tigers get the go-ahead run down at first. And now K-Line comes to the plate. Can K-Line blast one here, give the Tigers a lead? Hellman's an E. That would be. And we are in that. That would make him a 19. He's going to stay put for now. He's going to let out K-Line swing away. Here's the pitch to K-Line as we drop the dice. Where did it go? Which way did it go? Which way did it go? And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. Al K-Line, home run to dead center field, gives the Tigers a 5-3 lead. And still only 1 out. And up to the plate now will be Hank Greenberg, K-Line, with his first home run of the season, folks. He's starting to hit now after getting that RBI in the bottom of the 11th. He's coming through. This is now that Al K-Line show. And now Hank Greenberg's up. He's 0 for 3, flown out the left, grounded out the second, and popped up to the catcher. And that's going to be a fly ball in the deep right field. Heine goes back to the track, makes the catch. And old Boo is not scaring nobody, folks. And up to the plate now with 2 outs is Charlie. Is he going to make Boo? I'm sorry. He's 1 for 2. Walked, reached on an error, and singled. So he's been on base all 3 times. And that ball is going to be hit down to Travis at short. He's already got 3 errors in this game, folks. Is he going to pick up number 4? And no, finally makes a nice play. He stops that ball, picks it up, fires over to first. And that'll end the inning. But 2 runs come in on the Al K-Line homer. And we go to the top of the 8th. It's 5-3 Tigers. You got Travis, Goslin, and Killebrew due up here against Bill. And Bill is due to be 4th batter in the 8th. They're going to try to get him through this 8th inning here. Travis is 0 for 3, reached on the fielder's choice and flew out twice to you-know-where, Al K-Line. And that's going to be a fly ball this time. Cobb gets over into the gap. He calls off K-Line, makes the catch for out number 1. And up steps Goose. Goose has been doing well at the plate, not too well in the field. He has 2 errors already in this season. He's 1 for 3 today, though. Has a double, flew out the you-know-where K-Line, and grounded out to second. And that's going to be against 17. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field this time. He's trying his luck out there. Hellman gets over in the gap, makes the catch for out number 2. So Killebrew here to get on base and bring the tying run up to the plate. Killebrew's having a damn good game. He's 2 for 3, a double and a home run and 2 RBIs. Only guy really that's squaring off against Bill. And he don't want no parts of him. I don't know how smart that was. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. And Heine, can Manchu make him pay for walking Killebrew? Killebrew's run really meant nothing. I'd have pitched to him. Heine's 0 for 3, grounded out. Once flew out twice, once to center and once to right. And that'll be a ground ball down the third. And Boone will go over to first for the out. And that'll end the inning as the Senators strand one. To the bottom of the eighth we go. And talking about Boone, he'll lead it off here in the bottom of the eighth. You'll have Boone, Coon, and House due up here. And if anybody gets on, we'll have a pitch hitter here for Billy. That was probably Billy's last inning. Everybody's shaking his hand in the dugout. Ray's 1 for 3. He's reached on an air, singled, and flew out the left. And that's going to be against a righty, a 10. That might be a base hit, folks. What is it, a 50, a 9? Nope, that's going to be a nice catch out there by Sam Rice. Sam saves a hit. Old Boo's happy about that. Brings up Harvey Kuhn now. And Harvey get on base here. 1 out, nobody on. The Tigers up by 2. And Harvey's 0 for 3. He struck out, flew out, and grounded out. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. So 2 strikeouts for Harvey. And that is Boo's first strikeout of the game. Up steps Frank House now. Frank deliver a 2-out base hit and bring Billy up so we can pitch hit for him and get him out of the game. He does have an RBI. He's grounded out 3 times, twice to the pitcher and once to third. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rice. And that'll end the inning. Now we got to decide what we're going to do here. I think that's going to be it for House. We're going to make the old double switch. We're going to bring in Johnny Blasser. He's a better defensive pitcher. Let him bat in the 9 spot. Let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen here for the Tigers. A lot of guys came out and pitched in the last game. Hey, 007. Oh, cool. Have to check it out, man. 007 says he's got 2 new videos. So let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen. Probably be either Trucks or Bridges. You got what? And a righty. And Wadehill's pitched in 2 consecutive games. He's the only lefty they got. So I think it's going to be Trucks. Going to bring in the fireman to put out the fire here. Oh, Virgil. And there's Virgil. He'll bat in the 8 spot. House will come out of the game. This is Truck's 1949 season. And like I say, we'll go to the bench here. Blasser will come in and bat in the 9 spot and catch. There's Johnny. What year did I say this was for Virgil? 1949. And in 49, Trucks pitched in 41 games, started 32, was 19 and 11 with 4 saves with a 2.81 ERA. He'll be facing Vernon, Meyer, and Rue. And if they get the boo, they'll have a pitch hitter here. Senators trailing by 2. Here's the pitch to Mickey. As we drop a dice. And that's going to be a 7. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. So now the tying run comes to the plate. So right away, Trucks is starting a fire instead of putting one out. Buddy. And Meyer is 0 for 1. He's walked twice, grounded out the second. Tigers will take that ground ball double play right now. Here's the pitch to Buddy. And that ain't a double play. That ball's well hit, and it looks like he's going to throw gas on the fire. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And Vern's run means nothing, so he's going to stop at second. So now we got first and second and nobody out here, folks. Here we go. And they're going to get the bullpen up again, and Muddy's up. And they get a ground ball and get Muddy to hit into a double play. Muddy is 0 for, he's 1 for 3. He's got an RBI single and flew out the right field and center field. Here's the pitch to Rue. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. And that'll keep Mickey at second with 1 out now. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Boo. And let's see who's going to come out of the dugout here. The pitch hit against Trucks. And Clyde's going to come out. Mellon. Old Clyde grabs a bat. He's the only lefty left on the bench. Oh, Early's out there. We'll use Clyde. We'll use Clyde here. First and second and 1 out now. And this is Clyde's 1912 season. And this is his first plate appearance. And in 1912, he batted .306. He had a homer and 79 RBI. Oh, go ahead, 007. Sure. Yeah, let everybody know about your games. That's good. Yep, that's what we're here for, man. All righty, here's the pitch to Clyde. 7 against 14. And that is going to be a single in the center field. Mickey's going to score easily. And Buddy's going to make it down the third with no throw, folks. And it's a 1-run game, first and third, and still only 1 out. And Virgil is not getting the job done at all. So first and third now. And to the top of the order, and Sam Rice we go. And are they going to have to bring Whitehill might have to come in. You got the lefties due up, and that's what they're going to have to do. Whitehill's got to come in this game, try to save this game. So in comes Whitehill. 3 lefties due up here, trying to keep this game 5-4. As Trucks was not the answer, that's for sure. Can Ed get the job done here, folks? Oh, the Mets against Atlanta. I hope Atlanta won. I can't stand them Mets, and you guys know I'm an Atlanta Braves fan. And Ed comes in the pitch. So first and third, got to bring the infield in against Rice here. You got to keep that run from scoring. And Sam is 0 for 3. He's walked, blown out the center twice and out the K line. Here's the pitch to Rice. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And with the infield in against a 1 and a 14, that might be fielding column 1. Definitely Yep, that's fielding column 1. And that's going to be, he's going to spin around, that is, fire that ball down to Harvey. Over to first. That's a 1-6-3 double play. Ed comes in, gets the job done, folks. And that's your ball game. Nice job by Ed. As he gets them out of this game as trucks came in and threw gas on the fire. Yes, it is. That it is 007. Let's take a look at this box score now. As the Tigers take 2 out of 3 here in Detroit against these Senators. Senators tried to make it a hell of a ball game. Yeah, it's downhill for sure. I was asking Ken, like I say, I brought in, ain't that awful? Who did I bring in here? Newsom. Oh, boo. Is he the only C pitcher in this game? And is he the only pitcher with a 4-something ERA? The Senators 4 runs, 7 hits, and 3 costly errors. The Tigers 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Killebrew was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. I believe he is too. I don't remember no other C being in the game. And like I say, I believe he's the only pitcher with above 3 ERA. And it ain't like it's 4.00. It's 4.3 something. Yeah. So the Senators were 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position, left 6 men on base. Cobb and Hellman both had nice games along with Al Kaline. Kaline starting to heat up. All of them had 2 hits. Cobb and Hellman with 2 for 4. Kaline 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Hellman and Cobb each had an RBI. And the Tigers were 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Kaline with that big homer. And the Tigers left 6 men on base. MOGRIDGE, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. Only one of them earned. Like I say, their defense is killing them too. Walked 3, struck out 2. Newsom goes to 0-1, pitches 2 innings, gives up 2 hits, gives up the 2-run homer to Al Kaline, struck out 1. Billy goes 8 innings, gets a win, 4 hits, 3 runs, walked 5, struck out 1, gave up the home run to, who hit the home run for the Senators? Ain't that awful? Oh, Killebrew, I just said. Yep. And Trucks comes in, and he's the fireman, all right. He likes to start fires. 1/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 1 run. And Ed comes in, pitches the 1 batter, gets his first save of the year, gets a ground ball 1-6-3 double play to end the game, folks. And let's take a look now. Everybody's played through the 20th. Not a lot to look at here, but we'll take a look. So everybody's played 2 games at least. Yankees are the only undefeated team. Then the Tigers are the only team in the American League with 2-1. Everybody else is either 500 or below. And the poor Athletics are 0-3. Got swept by the Yanks. And out in the National League, you got the Dodgers, Giants, and Braves all 2-1. Then you got the Pirates and the Phillies. They split a game as Ken Castro managed the Phillies to that win. Then everybody else in the National League is 1-2. And like I said, Ted Williams leading the American League with an .857 batting average. Him and Ruth with 3 home runs. Ruth with 6 RBIs. And in the National League, like I say, old Francisco Thomas for Ken's Phils leading the league with a .625 average. Wally Post with 3 homers and 6 RBIs to lead the National League. A 7 ERA, 31 innings pitched for you. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Ken. Doesn't surprise me at all. And of course, with the pitchers this time of year, It'll be pitchers that haven't given up an earned run. And of course, they've only played one game each pitcher, so the most wins you're going to have is one. Page with 2 saves. And in the National League, you got Don McMahon with 2 saves. Babe Ruth leading the MVP voting. You got 3 guys tied with the Cy Young in the American League, and you got Wally Post leading the MVP voting, and you got 3 guys tied for the Cy Young. And as far as who's hot, you got Ruth hitting 455 with 6 RBIs. Carl Reynolds only hitting 250. How's that hot? I don't know. I guess it's 5 RBIs. Sisler batting 316 with 4 RBIs. Harry Rice batting 500 with 5 RBIs. And then they better talk about Ted Williams batting 857 with 4 RBIs. And you got, of course, the only team to play 4 games is the Orioles and White Sox. So you got 4 guys with 4-game hitting streaks. And in the National League, the most games played is 3. So you got a bunch of guys with 3-game hitting streaks. I want to thank Ken Castro, Tim D 007. Like I say, check out his channel. He says he's uploaded the Boston Red Sox and Blue Jay game and a New York Met Atlanta Braves game. He's doing the 2008 season, folks, with Inside Pitch on the computer. He's playing every game. It's pretty impressive, man. Every stinking game. Who else was in the house here? Aaron Reed, check out his channel. He's doing Apba, baseball for Windows. Check out that. Said he was playing a 1958 game. MV was in the house. Check out MV's channel, folks. He does baseball, cricket, and I believe that was everybody, folks. It was a heck of a doubleheader, wasn't it? Both games come down to the wire. Oh, you're welcome, Ken, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. I want to thank everybody. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And on your way out of Detroit, hit that bell, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.